going on? This is Martin, owner and trainer of Fuller Fitness, and the goal of this video is to show and tell about a back exercise using cables. Uh, and if anybody ever, if any of you actually feel tempted to get some, if you work out at home or even if you work out outside somewhere and you decide to take this stuff with you, you can actually do that. So the goal is to do a lat pull because this isn't super high. I'm gonna have to get on my knees to do it and pull just like this to work my lats. And secondarily, hopefully I said that correctly, especially if you don't do a full range of motion like you should to go all the way up and all the way down. If you don't go all the way back, you'll be working your bicep more than your lats. So in terms of, at least for me, I don't do my stuff based off of popularity. So with me doing this stuff, it's to make sure I have equal strength and equal balance on my left and right side. I don't believe in having the excuse that I've heard many people use. It's been a while since I heard somebody waste time using that excuse to me. But to have the excuse saying that the reason that one arm is supposedly stronger than the other is due to them being left-handed, due to them being right-handed, usually right-handed. So I don't believe in that. So again, for me to make sure I have equal strength and equal balance. So whatever it is people are seeing on TikTok or wherever else that I can care less about, it should be about having equal strength, equal balance, hopefully looking good, but hopefully being about what you can do and how it can help you in your life compared to whatever's popular at the time. Because I've been doing stuff like this for decades at 38 years old. So again, to both sides. Surprised I didn't hear a slam when I just put that down. But anyway, uh, again, to whatever amount of weight that you're using, however many sets and reps you're trying to do, um, being able to make sure you have a certain amount of strength and balance on both sides, whether you're left or right handed, young or old. And hopefully, especially if you haven't seen some of my videos at this point, a certain number of my videos at this point, specifically the video I did before this, to be able to, which is very fun for me, to be able to do something, or at least try to do something, and pleasantly shock yourself at finding out that you can do some stuff that you didn't think you can do, didn't necessarily plan on doing, but for some reason you got the idea to do it, and all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, I didn't know I can do that. Thank goodness I did that without hurting myself. Thank goodness I was able to do that without hurting myself, especially seeing I never have a spotter. So whatever the case may be, especially if uh, have you have seen any of my videos this year to where there are certain things I did at 37 before my 38th birthday. There are certain things I did at 37 that I did for the first time, and you saw it on here. So, which is funny because my Brody actually asked me earlier this year Like, you just think of a random number and all of a sudden go do it, and it's like, yeah, you know. But whenever I, randomly think of a certain number, it's not a big difference from whatever it was that I did the first time. So usually, if I go up in weight, I usually only go up 5, maybe 10 pounds, and then with some of the weights that I have now, because for those of you that might not be familiar with certain weights, if you get micro weights to where you can do, what is it, 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, and one pound micro weight, very small weights that are literally smaller than your hand, that you can put on your Olympic dumbbells or your Olympic bar, and being able to add a certain amount of weight uh, without it being 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 25 pounds, 35 pounds, 45 pounds. Um, because again, for those of us that should know better by now, every pound counts. So even if it's point 0.5, 1 pound, 1.5, whatever the, I don't know if this is the right word, whatever the increment might be, you just add whatever little bit on this time, and then maybe next month it's this much. So even if you go up 1 or 2 pounds, I believe that should matter. So being able to do stuff like that or anything similar, uh, being able to do stuff like that or anything similar, um, in my opinion, the cables that I use are not expensive. So hopefully, for your sake,